Shoirodo. Hello everybody. Today, a lesson in English about the new connective system. Don't be scared. Everything's fine. A lot of people hear that there's new systems that are different than the system in the book, or that there's dialects of Lojban. The word dialect here is not being used in the normal sense of like there are not different islands of Lojbanists who don't talk, who don't understand one another. When people say there are dialects, what they mean is there have been small changes or additions to the grammar. This change is very easy for humans to understand. It should be very easy for you to understand. But not only humans speak Lojban, also we have computers that speak Lojban, and the computers that just speak the original connective system are like, what? No, I only know I am a computer. I only know the original connective system. So we do need to upgrade the computers to this new system, but this particular change is fairly well accepted by most people in Lojbanistan. There are people who hate it because it's a change and will need to upgrade all the computers, but as far as the humans understanding it, it's a very simple change, and it's a simplifying change, and it makes things simpler and better. And also, it doesn't break old texts. It works side by side with old texts, and everything is fine. And so most people think that this change is okay, and most people are starting to speak this way now. But of course, opinions do differ on that. So what are we talking about? What is this new connective system? Well, this is a blog post that Silpahi made in 2014, How to Substantially Simplify the Lojban Connective System. I recommend reading it. It says about how to blah, 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 and down here we have a chart of this is the old system, has all these things, and some things you can't even do at all. Not like important things, that you don't really miss them, but they're not even there at all, some of the possibilities of how you could connect things, and the new system is simple and nice. Now, which begs the question, why? Why was it ever this complicated? Why were there different words to connect all the different kinds of things if you could just connect them with all the same thing? What were they thinking? Did they get it wrong? Well, they didn't exactly get it wrong. What happened was they were trying to formalize it as a particular grammar formalization as BNF. They were writing in BNF, and in BNF you don't have any look ahead at all. You can't look into what words are going to come after what you're parsing. So in that grammar formalization, they needed this. They needed a giha that warns you that the thing coming next is a breedy tail. Instead of, if the way it works now is you need to look at the next word after the je to know which kinds of things are being connected. But it's not, so now that we write the grammar in PEG, in PEG format, then now it's easy to write a grammar where je works for everything. So I have up here a parser. This is a recent parser. So I just searched for Lojban parser, and this is the one that comes up. It's I guess it uses the Ilmen Tufa, and someone named Willem made a front end for it. Thanks Willem, thanks Ilmen. So here we can type some Lojban. Mine shi Lojbobao. I like Lojban. And it will tell us how it's shaped. There's me is the first sumti, and Nelshi is the Selby, and Lojbobao is the second sumti. So now let's say I like also English, Loglishbao. I like Lojbobao lo glishabal. That's the old system. Or here's another example. Mishitka lo perli. I eat a pear. Lo plisa. And an apple. Mishitka lo perli. Lo plisa. So the new system, just use je. Just put je instead. Works the same. Mishitka lo perli. Je lo plisa. Okay, so what's another way we can connect things? We can connect two tails onto the same sentence. Mishitka lo perli. Giha klama lo panka. I eat a pear and go to the park. Mishitka lo perli. Giha klama lo panka. Now, in this case, to understand, in order to just it's a little bit of an overstatement to say you just use ja, because what we're doing is we're understanding there's a shoe here right in front of each of these tails. Mishushit lo perli gihe shuklama lo panka. So now if we put the shu in, we can put the je, and that works like that. It connects the two tails, and it knows that a tail's coming up because it sees the shu. So instead of gihe in the new connector system, you say jashu. Let's see, what's another example for jashu? Miner shiloj bolbao, jeshu tavla fori. I look like lojban, and I speak in it. Jeshu is the same as gihe. There's sometimes when you don't need to say if you read Silpahi's article, he explains that what exactly are the situations where you don't even need to say all of the shu, but if you just replace where you would say gihe with jeshu, that will always work. Okay, so, and then there's all these other kinds of, alright, so connecting sentences like ije is still je. You can use je there too. Afterthought with breedy tails with non-logical connectives. Non-logical connectives is like these ones, apparently. She, which was stolen for kitauja, so I don't even know what we say for that, and sheho, and fahu, and johe. Johe, union of sets. I don't use any of these, except sometimes joy. But anyway, in the old system, there wasn't any way to connect breedy tails. Like gihe, and gihe, there's no, like gihu or giha, there aren't, those are different, and there's no analogous ones for connecting breedy tails with afterthought other logic, like Minel shiloj bolbao jeshu tafla for I like lojban and speak in it, or this means I like lojban whether or not I speak in it. Minel shiloj bolbao jushu tafla for so you can change it to a ju, but you can't do that with giha. So giha was not even as good. So, and then forethought. I don't speak in forethought as much, but that's just my habit. But also, if you wanted to speak in forethought at the old system, you've got all these different ways to do it. If you want to, you say ga this, gi the other thing, or if it's a non-logical connective, then you say gi on both sides. Joy gi, whatever, or with and the forethought for Tanru with non-logical connectives, you couldn't even do that. Ziha. So ziha connects more than one noi on. Let's play a little with ziha. Mi shitka lo perli. I eat a pear. Noi kukte, which is delicious. Mi shitka lo perli. Noi kukte. Ziha noi zirpu. And which is purple. So the ziha allows me to attach the noizirpu as well as the noikukte. Noikukte, which is delicious, noizirpu, which is purple. Mishitkalo perli noikukte, zi'e noizirpu. So now that the new system, we just replace this with a je. Je. Mishitkalo perli noikukte, je noizirpu. And because there's a noi after the je knows to connect the noise both to the perli. Simple. It's simpler. The new system is simpler. It's backwards compatible. This parser I've been using understands both systems, and you can say either way, and it works fine. It's simpler. It covers more cases. It's just better. So Lojban is very conservative, as you may have noticed, and people don't want to break things. People try not to break things, and they have just very begrudgingly accepted this change because it makes things simpler and better, and it's not that hard to learn, and I hope that helped you to understand it a little bit. Shoho roto. Bye everybody.